What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're talking Owen Farrell and something that you may have missed. I know I did, and now it's been brought to our attention thanks to social media, is that the Farrell tackle indeed returned this past weekend. Owen Farrell's been in the media quite a bit this past week, as a lot of people are saying he shouldn't be played as the number 10 for England. It should be George Bridge, but Eddie Jones decided to go with his captain and had a lot of faith and belief in him. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the chap. He's not one of my favourites, but I do have a lot of respect for him, and I think he's an extreme talented player, and when needed he will perform. Obviously this past weekend wasn't one of those times where Farrell did indeed prove to be one of the best, which comes into question, should he be there or should he move back to 12? But then you're taking out other positions. For me, I would keep Farrell in just to be safe. He's got the experience and the leadership. But enough about Farrell, we're talking about his tackling. Now obviously he's been in the news for both international and provincial for the way of his tackles. He gets them hard, and he definitely gets them on his opposition well. But his broad shoulders keep on coming to the media. Now this past weekend against Scotland, Farrell did exactly the same thing again. Might have not been as vicious, but it still broke a few laws as to how this tackle should be produced. And it was against Duhan van der Merwe, South African-born Scottish international rugby player, who stood out and obviously scored a great try this past weekend. It goes on to show, and I'll leave this clip right after this discussion, tucked arm, leading with the shoulder, and no attempt to wrap. Now, according to rugby, that's not the right way to do it. And this guy, AP Cronier, said, don't let the fact that Duhan bounced him distract you from this classic Owen Farrell tackle attempt. So he still continued to do it. Now, this past weekend, we saw tackles make the media. We saw, obviously, Peter O'Mahony getting a red card for his head tackle. Now, rightly so. It was straight on the head. But if you look at the second image in this slide, which will come up now, you will indeed see that Farrell is not even really watching what he's doing. He's got an option, the arm's already out, he's moving forward, and it lifts it, and the shoulder and the charge is already aiming for the guy's neck. I mean, it's already close. And then towards the end, even though Duhan bounced him, it's still quite close to the head movement, which could indeed injure a player. Wayne Barnes said, it's the head, it's a red. This past weekend, he did miss out on a Wales tackle on an Irish chap that was brought to my attention in the comment section of one of the recap videos. So it's it makes me question again, should we introduce a TMO system into the business to assist the referees that miss these tackles? If the year of 2021 is so important about the head, then why aren't we doing more to assist these guys who might not see it? We don't see it on the TV, and it's easy for us as fans to judge, to criticize, and to go at the refs. But we, on the other hand, aren't on the field doing the job. But the TMO has the technology, or can invest in the technology, to be able to see what's going on and how they can zoom in and see what's illegal or not. We see it in cricket with the LBWs. We see it in soccer, VAR, although that's not always as accurate as we think. What can we do to rugby to benefit the game? And not only the game, yes, you've got TMO and we see it, but we rely on either the crowd booing in order to alert the referees to get something happening. But right now we're in a COVID-19 pandemic. There is no crowds. So how are we going to alert it? Giving the captain an opportunity to call to the ref and say, can we review it? Maybe one call a half, or two calls a half, or three calls a whole game. where the captain can say, Mr. Ref, not in agreement with your decision, can we have a look at it again? Or I think we've maybe missed something. Or a player's come to me and said, I got knocked on the head, nothing was done, can we please look at it and see what we can do about it? I think it's something that could be introduced. We're already seeing players getting dementia and are complaining about how the sport has really taken a lot out of them. And Bill Beaumont has said they are looking at focusing on all that and changing the rules and da-da-da-da-da. But also introduce something like this, just to assist us in seeing what we can do to help these guys and prevent them from getting injured. But also catching these guys for doing constant things. This isn't the first time, and I know the English fans will come out and hate on me for this, but we go back to Andre Esthuizen, which was a solid flatten. We go back to tackles when he played for Saracen. We go back to when he did it against Australia, and a few other occasions that Owen Farrell has done this. Now again, I rate the guy highly, but I do not rate his tackling instances. And the fact that I think it was a couple of years ago, World Rugby used it as an example, but then when another guy does it from another country, he gets a card very quickly. And again, I'm not referring to Peter Marty. He went straight for the head. But there's been other instances where his shoulder has been involved, where it's very similar to what Farrell's done. And a referee is very quick to pick up a card and to send them off, whether it's a yellow or a red. And then players get cited. But none of this has to come up. It's like all fake news and fake media we talk about with politics and all that jazz. Could do the same with Farrell. Why does he keep getting away with it? The clear 3 images here which kind of show it. That's just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. And on that note, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.